Radio. Homegrown Radio. Real 92.3.
Back at it. It's Homegrown Radio, man. Chuck Dizzle DJ Head up
Man,
in here.
you gotta give it a better homegrown than that, because this is some real homegrown.
Yeah.
This is really, really homegrown.
This is
here.
really
This
homegrown.
is C. Arson.
This is
You
it.
know what I'm saying? This is black and mild music.
This is
you know
that.
What I'm saying?
Yes.
Black,
Flush.
passive, flush, all of that.
Yeah.
Day one right here, man. Solo back up in this hole.
Chuck Dizzle, what's happening, man?
Brother, how you feeling, man?
I'm good, brother.
Welcome back, man.
Man, thank
Some
you.
things are upgraded on both of our ends, man.
Yeah, every time I see y'all, it's something bigger, huh?
Solo hold a profit.
Hey,
I'm trying to catch up to you, because I ain't gonna lie, you passed us up a long time ago.
No.
flush.
He's like, yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's true. You feel me? No, I'm just playing. No, it's love, bro. You know it's love, man. And I'm gonna come holler at y'all every single time, man.
As you should,
Real
man.
talk.
And the new album's out right now. And I always tell people, when you listen to soul, you gotta give it some time.
Give
you
it
know what I'm
some
saying?
time, yeah.
I'm on my like 6th or 7th run through it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling people off the top, you gotta really let it digest and listen to the project.
Got
man.
you,
Now, the last time we had talked to you, we were talking about the whole long term series. You let us know that the fourth one is going to be the last one.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
My question is, navigating through these projects, is that something that you automatically think of like, all right, this is how I'm going to do this before I get to that? Or is it you go off of life experiences, how you create these projects?
Definitely go. I'm rolling with the punches for sure.
Got you.
But you know, like I said, Long Term 4 will be my last album, so I have this in mind. The Long Term series is set now. You know, Long Term 3 being lifestyles of the rich and famous. Until I'm rich, I can't complete this project.
Right.
And rich, you know what I'm saying? So everything that happens in between time is natural selection.
You know, Long Term 2 is my favorite.
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's always gonna be my favorite.
I would have never guessed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flush.
You got to know we in the build.
Yeah,
like Carson is really in the house right now, man.
And
so
I was going to say the same thing. Actually, Control System is my favorite.
yeah,
I
exactly.
don't give a
No, for
fuck
sure.
about your
I'm
favorite.
going to tell you
Right.
why. Track 2. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Got that nice little shout out. You
Yeah.
feel
Well,
me?
no,
You know what
but
I'm saying?
I'm on the album.
That's okay.
I'm on
though.
Long Term
It's
too.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm on the version that was actually sold in
And-
stores. though.
And matter, wow, that's how you
I'm
feel.
just saying. Flush.
Flush.
You know what I'm
Okay, so let me tell you something. Me being, I want you to tell everybody right now that's listening to us what a pleasure it was to have me on your album.
Oh man, it was such, you know,
Like what an honor.
you know,
Go ahead.
the
Continue.
the comedic relief. You know what I'm
And you
saying?
know
It
what's
was
funny
so-
about that?
yeah.
That's when I just started DJing.
Yeah.
Exactly. No,
And he
for
was
sure.
like, yo, I'm checking you out on the DJ shit.
Yeah, no, we did this. That's what I'm saying. Like Carson is in the house. We really kind of, you know, came up together. And every time I run into y'all, it's a bigger situation for all of us. And that's what it's about, man. That's long term.
Yeah, real
You
talk.
dig?
Real talk.
Flush.
Flush. Yes, sir.
Real talk.
How does it feel to no longer be the top dog underdog?
Ooh.
Just saying.
You know what?
Overwhelming.
Yeah.
Overwhelming.
Because I would think it would be some pressure, you know what I'm saying? But before we get into that, let me rewind real quick, because you did say something interesting as far as lifestyles of the rich and famous. You said you have to get to that level.
Yeah.
People see you eating, bruh.
Yeah.
What's your definition of rich and famous? At this point, people see you, you know, you're definitely doing your thing, so people would automatically assume that you already rich, you already famous. So what's your definition of getting to that point so you can create that project? Not necessarily project, but that lifestyle.
I think it's just a personal. It's a light switch that's just gonna click. That I'm just waiting on. It's just, you know, like, as I say, these things happen naturally. So I guess one day the light bulb is just gonna flick. Like, hey, it's time.
I made it. You did it.
All right.
Hey, you know, like a lot of times when I have offline conversations about you, you like rapper's favorite rapper.
Yeah, I'm the right. Yeah,
You're like rapper's favorite rapper.
Yeah, I'm KRS too.
Oh,
That's my new thing.
Flush.
and how do you like when do you know that obviously
Yeah.
you're aware of that?
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
What's been the most who's been the most shocking person? Like, yo, you one of my favorite rappers, or I like what you're doing. Like where'd you get the props from? Where you was like, oh, that's kind of crazy right there.
Well, you know, Jay-Z was very top. You know, that's
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z when Jay-Z reached. You know, he kind of reached out.
He said he fucked with you.
Gave me my pat on the back. And that was kind of a.
That's kind of crazy.
that was kind of enough.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it right there.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of enough, but motivation that confirmation that I'm moving in the right direction.
Because you rap hella circles around people.
Yeah, that's
And,
my
like-
that's my thing. So and I got that from that from the origins of hip hop. That's what it's about. It started in the circle. It was a competition. So
And what I noticed, is like a lot of people would be like, oh, like it go over people's head, or stuff like that. Like they would always mention like how different you are.
Yeah.
But I think that, like, even me, when we was first coming up, like,
Right.
even in the city, I was like, because we used to hearing mainstream music all the time. We was listening to the other station; they wasn't playing our shit.
Yeah.
So we used to a certain kind of music, and
certain
then the
sound,
music
yeah.
you was doing it before everybody else.
Correct.
It was always I would tell Chuck, like, I don't really understand. Like,
Correct, yeah.
But that's because I was vibrating on a different frequency.
exactly,
At the
you
time,
was coming in as a DJ trying to move the crowd.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't trying to cater to that crowd in particular at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, now, come time around now, we could try to touch more people this time. You know what I'm saying? Try to give you something that you could, you know what I'm saying, make a move to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do what thou wilt, man. Where does that stem from? Where does that come from?
Oh, that's a quote from Aleister Crowley, real wicked guy. You know what I'm saying? Do your own Googles on him.
Now, is that something where,
Yeah.
like you said, it's a light switch where you see that quote and you're like, that's it?
Yeah.
How do you choose something like that to be the album title versus, oh man, I'm gonna make a song that's that title?
Right. I don't know. Like, it really sounds like free will, and with free will, you have to be responsible with that. You have to be responsible and held accountable for all of the decisions that you make with free will, and it just runs parallel with the Christian story as well. And this is this guy, he went and did his research in Egypt, and his references are from Cairo. So me taking that information with the information, I'm in the theology and religion. I love to do my Googles. So making the parallels between that time and now, his influence in music, you know what I mean? Not just hip hop, but music in general, entertainment. I couldn't deny his influence, and I went and found the book that quote is from, the Book of the Law.
Wow.
And then it just kind of, once I bust that down, it just kind of all of these concepts just started flowing,
Your music is similar to what most people say. When people refer to the Bible, they're like, yo, every time I read the Bible or every time I see a scripture, I find something new.
Yeah.
I feel like your music is the same way.
Church.
I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Like in a sense where
Church.
you gotta let that shit seep in. You always find something new each time you listen to it.
That's
Is
my-
that
yeah.
something that you're proud of, or would you rather the audience, or not necessarily mainstream, but just your audience in general, get certain things off the bat?
No, I need you to think about this. I need you to prove me wrong.
Right.
I need you to say, nah, that was no, you're wrong. That was 1967.
Wow.
I need that. I'm trying to open the door for discussion.
Got you.
That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get us to use both sides of the brain.
Got
Has
you.
anybody? Oh, go
I
ahead.
could be wrong.
Has anybody ever did that? Like, anybody ever hit you up and proved you wrong or challenged you, and you was like, you had to step back?
Well, he said a punch, man.
No, I'm saying outside of the camp.
I try not to dig too deep into the commentary, but I know they ain't all good.
Right.
I know they ain't all good. You know what I'm
I can
saying?
imagine, man, with social media and just being out there to the point where people have access to you. They
Constant
Yeah.
access.
No,
hit
for
you.
sure.
They can jump in the DM.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
Do
yeah.
all of that.
I try not to.
I
I
was about to say,
can't.
how do you at that point, if you're opening
Like
the door,
Rhett, you see Rhett? Look at him. Look,
He's the one-
he do all this. So,
gotcha.
just so y'all know.
So, okay, so how
Blame him. I
if
don't
you
know.
Open the discussion.
Yeah.
At that point, how do you go back and forth, or how do you listen to what's being challenged?
I mean, certain things are gonna come to me because I got my boy. Shout out Doe Burger.
Shout out to Dawg up in here.
Alfredo in the building.
Yeah.
We work together, so I got a lot of ears and a lot of opinions. No yes men around me. We all just bounce ideas, and keep each other current. And
the filtering process.
Right, exactly. So, it's a team effort. You know what I mean? We work together as a team, make sure we try to touch as many people as possible.
This album, the new album, all right, when you was working on it, did you go into it intentionally, like thinking about women and feminism and like was that a forth? Because I know it's heavy.
Yeah,
it's a lot of feminine energy.
Yeah, I'm Herbie the love bug.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I know that, but I'm just saying like.
No, I'm saying like
did you when you first sat down like, okay, I'm working on this project. Did you go into it like, all right, I'm gonna tap into this woman, this feminine energy?
I think the book kind of the book opened the door. When I read the book opened the door for more of that. But I've always been, I wrote Double Standards. I always been in tune with, I'm really into equality, all across the board, races, of the sexes. I'm all about that. So, Hillary running, it just kind of felt time. It was time.
Yeah.
The time was right.
Would you would have been down with that?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I would have too.
For sure. Absolutely.
She's the first woman I've ever voted for.
Clinton too? Come on,
She's the first
son.
woman I ever voted for any public office.
She keep hot sauce in her bag, bro.
Crazy. Yeah,
That's love. That's love, B.
You voted this go round?
Nah, I didn't vote.
Okay,
I only voted for Obama because that was for my grandma.
Got you. You had to put him in office.
She really went. She need. That was huge.
That
she needed. That was huge for her. I wasn't finna argue with her about that.
You know what?
Oh, no problem.
Jim Crow. Shit. Oh, excuse me.
You good?
Yeah, no, for sure.
So, but this go round, how are the ladies responding? I mean, like I said, I know it's fresh. So,
it's love, bro.
It's love.
They get it.
Hella love from women.
Well,
they get it. Yeah.
Some people might not get the layer. You know what I'm saying? Like when they hear some of the lyrics, they might think of something being misogynistic.
No, for sure. I'm ready for those conversations. I'm ready for those conversations. But for the most part, it's been thank you.
Got you.
And that was the goal. It's been thank you. You feel me?
Do you? How do I phrase this question without getting you into shit?
No, do it.
I know the scenario.
If I'm in trouble, I'm in trouble, man. Tell them.
How do you avoid the extra feminine energy? If you
take a sip of that.
Just marinate on that one. Like, how do you avoid staying in trouble? Because I get in a lot of trouble when it comes to dealing with the fair sex. So like
it's that's a large part of why I did this album, because we need to be able to communicate on an equal scale. We kind of tend to deal with women differently than how we deal with our boys. We gonna use certain words around girls that we won't, and certain words around the homies that we wouldn't with the girls. And I think the girls might just be ready
for that conversation.
Conversation to give them the firm handshake versus,
I think
I hug the lady. You know what I mean? You want a soft handshake with the lady. Hey baby, how you doing? Open the door, be a gentleman.
I think I use the same verbiage. What you think, Chuck?
You do know you.
I talk the same way I'm talking to you.
I mean, you from Delamo. What you thought?
I think his point is the response isn't always there. A lot of I'm not gonna say. Well, a lot of folks aren't ready for that.
No, for sure, and it's gonna be it's a practice. It's gonna take time, but we have to be the change we want to see. We got to take the first steps.
Now, how for you shaping this album? I've seen on previous interviews that you were saying that it took some time based off the mixing, had to get everything right.
Yeah.
At what point for you, from a time scale, did you know you had this complete?
Man, I thought I had it done a few times, to be honest with you.
So would you say those mistakes, so to speak, were like
perfect mistakes?
Gotcha.
We're finna have a sweet Christmas.
All right, I see you over there.
Shout out to Luke Cage, man.
Yeah,
it's lit.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Bulletproof love.
Man.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you saw, there's something that just posted, I forgot, I don't know what it is, but it's a conversation that some folks is having in a barbershop. I think it was Steve Stout and Future. You talking about Jay-Z, obviously being one of your favorite rappers.
Yeah.
Now, he said that Jay's first album wasn't classic until after Biggie and Pac died.
Correct.
Whoa, yeah.
That's kind of wild. That's wild.
Do you agree, disagree? What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, first of all, I like to let them live, to be honest with you.
Gotcha.
Like I like to let them rest in paradise. But doing my research on the situation, I mean, it looks like I think Jay-Z had a heavy influence on Biggie. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
Not the other way around.
Not, no, I mean, I'm sure.
Like vice versa.
I'm sure it's vice versa, but Jay-Z was older.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I think he had an influence on a major influence on Biggie. If I feel probably more than Biggie had on him. So
yeah, because usually
he came in. Jay-Z came in older with his own money, with
swag.
his own thing. You know that, and that was a large part of his concept.
Yeah.
He was supposed to just do that one album and leave. Like that was he was supposed to do this album, hit the lick and ride off into the sunset like Carlito's way. Yeah. So
Big came in hella produced.
He came in produced. I mean, shout out to Diddy. I mean they did their thing, but I think Jay was a heavy influence in watching Biggie. He was really probably made the decision that I could do this. I could, and he was ready to. He was with the East Coast, West Coast situation. He was with that.
Yeah, yeah.
He wasn't backing down from that.
Yeah, yeah.
And as soon as it was over, he already had these lyrics in place before Biggie and Pac passed.
Right.
So, he wasn't finna delete them just because of the situation. This is what I really said. This is what really happened.
Right.
And after that, he went straight to Dre.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Jay is my favorite rapper, hands down.
Hands down.
And that's just that. I talk in the barbershop about that for hours.
Yeah, no, I just found it interesting because
and it's still West Side.
Hello,
still Killer Cali.
Let them know. Nah, but I think that a lot of people try to navigate away from that conversation.
Yeah.
Even if you look, there was like I said, the video on there. He moved away from Future when he was saying that. He was like,
he don't want to be right there next to him.
And I mean, now in Future, Future has made a name for himself.
Yeah.
He can sit at the table and speak his mind too. At this point,
right,
for sure.
And a lot of people, even in the comments, were saying that they,
he got a record with Jay now.
Exactly.
He's been, so he's worked with him now. So he can, that's hip hop. He can sit at the table.
You can have that conversation.
He can have that conversation now, for sure.
When you was recording this album, I noticed you was having a lot more. You was experimenting a lot more.
Yeah,
I didn't like yo verse because normally we know you from. You rap.
Yeah,
that's what you do.
Right.
You'll throw a little bit of twang on it every now and then.
Yeah.
But this one you was doing melody,
you
was doing runs.
Right.
Like you was having a little bit of fun with it.
It was a science project.
Okay, that's what I figured. Yeah. Because I noticed on the last track, was it
YMF?
YMF.
Yeah.
I love that song.
It's like rock and roll.
And I'm like, I love it because I know you.
Right.
On some other shit.
Exactly.
So I know you kind of went out there for that one.
Went out on a limb.
Yeah,
so
and where did that come from? Like, was that intentional or you were just in the studio?
Well, I was just completely inspired by the record.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my youngin' Bentley. I was very inspired by that record. He did The Law as well. And that was towards the end of me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My third time around.
I feel like I should know what YMF means. What does that mean?
Well, you got to keep listening. You on your 6th, 7th listen? You ain't got it. That's what I'm saying, baby. So I got it, and it's for that. Bro. Yeah.
There we go.
By the end, you should know what YMF means. By the end of the album, you should. As much as I want to just tell you, you know what I'm saying.
But that's cool. That's the
exactly.
Puzzle.
That's
like, hey,
right.
I got it now.
Exactly.
I was talking to Ida from Big Boy's Neighborhood earlier. She came in the DJ booth and asked me. She's like, "Hey, you listen to Soul Project?" I'm like, "Yeah." She was like, "What's your favorite song?" And I'm like, "I like the drug song, the DR, the acronym,
right.
And then I also like, I think that one, and I like the Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi.
Correct.
But I totally missed YMF.
Yeah.
I'm in the car. I noticed that's the one I repeat.
Yeah.
When I'm driving.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I think that's my favorite song.
Right.
But what's yours? Did you because I know it's a couple of them that you that you went experimental on.
Yeah. Oh man.
Do you find it? Do you like it better in your comfort zone or which one did you like doing?
I mean, I had the creative process I had so much fun creating. Working with my guy Josh Berg, we really kind of Z'd in and found a sound to try to mess with different textures of the beats and fluctuate with my vocals and those things. So it's kind of difficult for me to say which song I like the best, but Evil Genius, you know, that's very personal. I feel like I struck a nerve with that one. You know, I got to, you know, sample my baby girl. I got Tidra Moses on there to back me up. Javante, it was really, that record really hit.
Tidra Moses.
Yeah, shout out to Tidra.
You know what I'm saying? DM.
leave her alone.
Yeah.
Nah,
I'm available.
Nah,
so we can go to, you know what I'm saying, PF Chain.
Yeah, that record was very, very personal. It really struck a nerve. It really hit home.
Yeah.
You know?
One of my favorite, after some time of listening, I was talking to Red at the listening session. And at that time, I was maybe like my third, fourth time listening. But I'm gonna have to agree with him, man. Lonely Soul, man, that's my shit right there, bro.
Yeah, Doe. Yeah,
that's my shit. He's like, yeah, Doe.
That's off the books. That's my issue with him. Don't worry about that.
Well, see, okay. I want to get into that because you know, Punches on that.
Yeah.
And I saw one of his tweets. He actually said, you know, shout to Doberg.
Oh, I forgot he did that too. That's fun. Yeah.
Honest.
Nah. What's the name? You know. Shout out to my man Doe, you know. No yes men around me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're Huey and Riley. We go hand in hand.
You need that.
You need that, no, for sure. So, you know, in creating the album, you know, we only had so many slots, 16 records, and it came down to it. Doe felt like that record would, you know, the album is very dark.
Yeah.
It's very gray, and, you know, so he felt like I could do without that one because of the energy.
Got you.
You follow what I'm saying? He wanted to keep the energy up. He's going to be out there with me at the show, and he doesn't want anybody to fall asleep.
Right.
And so that's all that was. So
He looking out for you on the performance
live, live. So, you know, and that's fine. And I was like, well, take it up a punch. So, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, they went back.
No yes men. So you got to have those folks around you that's going to tell you indifferent truth, like what
Correct.
they feel about it.
For sure.
Know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And that just creates great chemistry, creates great for just when you're actually in your creative process as well, because you know off the back, like, damn, are they just saying that shit because, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because, you know, Punch is saying his point was like, I'm a poet first. I'm a poet before a performer. Is that what that was his thing?
Wow.
That's exactly what he said. So we can't really fight with that.
Right.
He can't fight with that, but we need to, but you know, this we gotta do this in live and living color though. It needs to be live and living color, or it's not even going. It won't even matter. You feel what I'm saying? If we can't deliver this live, like how we were trying to capture it, it's not even gonna matter.
Wow, man.
So, you know?
Now, when you were talking about, I saw in the interview you was talking about how when you like your process, right?
Yeah.
And you being well-rounded as far as being able to you're versatile. Everybody knows you're versatile.
For sure.
You can jump on this type of record.
Yeah.
You can jump on Say What's Up.
Man.
So now, when you that versatile, do you think it hurts being strong at one thing? Because I noticed that, like, somebody told me that one time. There's like, you need to focus on just this, or just DJing, or just this, and master a craft before you jump into something else.
Crazy, right?
What happened? What? Let us in on it. Let us in on it.
It's the conversation, man. I'm real big on, you know, feel like, you know, we need to lay one brick at a time.
Got you.
Need to lay one brick. I think I got that from Will's wisdom.
Yeah.
Shout out to Will Smith. Lay one brick as perfectly as you can. You don't say I'm gonna make the biggest wall. You don't say I'm gonna make the greatest wall ever. You don't keep saying that. You're wasting time doing that. You lay every brick as perfectly as you can. I don't care if it takes you a day to lay this one brick. You lay this one brick as perfectly as possible. You look up in a couple years, and you have a wall. So I'm a firm believer in that. And like I said, I mastered rapping. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a rapper's rapper. We got that part.
Yeah.
So now I'm trying to lay another brick. I'm trying to compose music. I'm trying to be an artist. I'm doing, you know, a lot more. I'm challenging myself to, you know, lay another type of brick, because I already laid this one as perfectly as I could. You follow me?
Yeah.
So, you know, be the greatest DJ first. That's gonna open up the gateway
to do other stuff.
Yeah,
and you're right.
That's it. I mean, that's just
that's your perspective. Yeah, somebody told me that, and I was like, bro, but you know how you have in your mind. Yeah, I want to do this.
No, yeah,
I want to learn how to fly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like,
and you know what's funny though, Head, is that like subconsciously, you've been laying this one brick though. It's as far removed as we be, I still know you as DJ Head, and we still here doing that.
Yeah,
the homies. I'm in New York. I'm telling. I'm in New York. I couldn't be here when my album dropped. I'm in New York doing the press, and the homies is sending me to, they on their way to work, Head on their trip and talking to Big. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me?
I was on there. Yeah, shout out to Big Boy.
Yeah, shout out to Big Boy, man. You feel me? Like that was dope. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, we're really here. This is crazy. Yeah. Where's Tasha?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Tasha. Flush.
I mean, we go
Where the
back.
tacos at?
Where the tacos at? Where my Tootsie Rolls at, dog? If you're listening, I'm hot.
Yeah, I'm hot. I'm hot. What about Yummy Creation?
You got a care package on the way.
Okay,
bro.
for sure.
Nah, but it's dope to see those memories. Again, to go back and see. Speaking of Jay-Z, that when he did the remix for Kendrick, and you guys being in the studio, like, yo, at that moment, I think we all felt that, like, damn, dude, they made it. You know what I'm saying? This is it. Even though the success was there, it's just like now the world knows, and y'all been running ever since, and it's one of those moments you're just fucking proud of that shit.
It's an exhale.
Every single time, I don't care where we at, I'll say that shit. Even though it's nothing for you guys to come up here and show love back to us, I'm gonna always show gratitude and just show appreciation because y'all motherfuckers day one, man.
I'm saying like Chuck Dizzle done came and hollered at my moms, man. Yeah. You got to know this is deep. You feel me? Head stayed around the corner, man. Yeah. This is love. Like this is long term. This is what it represents. You feel what I'm saying?
You know what I was talking to I forgot who I was talking to. Damn, I can't. I wish I could remember because the conversation was a bar, but they actually remember like seeing you walk on Annalee.
Yeah.
Wow.
They was like, I actually drove by this motherfucker.
Yeah. So they hear that in the rhyme.
Right. Walking on Annalee, and I was like, bro, like that's crazy because everybody from the city. If you listening, you from LA, or you from our side of town. We all from Carson.
Exactly.
Me and Soul from Delamo, Chuck from the Patch. If you know, Soul would be the only motherfucker walking around Carson with some shades on by himself, no matter what time it is. 8 o'clock in the morning, walking to work. You know what I'm saying?
Go to the Arco. Go to the Arco. Give me a black.
Yep.
Black and mild music. That's where that came from.
Somebody told me they passed you walking one day,
right.
and it was like, yeah, he kind of had hair and shade. He had shade. Yeah, that was him.
Yeah, and I did it. I did it till I couldn't.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? I did it till I could. Till everybody was trying to give me a ride.
Now,
facts.
You picked one out the bag with the one you got some tracks from a track from Willie B.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Shout out to the ugly homie Willie B.
Icky Bun.
The Icky Bun.
You hella ugly, bro. Hella ugly.
William.
Right. but give us some insight of who the Pack Music Group is, man.
Oh man, those are my guys, man. J-Mo Graphic. Yeah. That's some runs you was talking about.
So them runs I was talking about.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, them my boys though from the ground though, man. Top notch. You know what I'm saying? My squad. Python P, North Star the God, Lord Legend. You know what I'm saying? We all here, man.
In-house.
You feel me?
I love the fact that
this was an excellent introduction for them.
I was gonna say I love the fact that you got them on there, man. Gave them that shine for sure, and it just shows again that homegrown love that you
top notch to my fucking socks.
Absolutely.
Say I'm not. Yeah, it's all these the homies. These are them. Those are those homies.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Now, quick question. I remember you mentioned that the album was dark. It was one song. I don't remember. You got to refresh my memory. It was one song where you talking about Lori being upset with, or you being, I forgot what it was.
That's the Lonely Soul joint. Yeah.
Okay, the Lonely Soul joint, where you was talking about how you was feeling a certain kind of way, and you know she would you don't. I don't want to fuck the context up.
No,
but I was listening, and I was listening because I know.
Yeah, exactly.
I was there.
Right.
So when I'm listening, like, I think that you telling that side of the story, as far listen to Lonely Soul.
Yeah.
If everybody listen to Lonely Soul, you get a sense. He puts you right there.
Right.
The emotion in that, I think, allows people to connect with you differently than a lot of other artists.
Right.
Because a lot of people don't open up.
Correct.
And be vulnerable on songs. And I think that's what makes different artists great.
Yeah,
that's what make Kanye great. That's what make, everybody who's a legend, they were vulnerable at some point in time. Yeah,
it's all, I feel like a large part of what we're doing is giving our testimony. I think the people that we respect the most are the people that keep going through, the people that have survived the most. You feel what I'm saying? So I have that embedded in me. I have a responsibility to give that sincerity. You feel what I'm saying? That really happened to me, Yeah. And I guess we were saying earlier, these are probably the things that shaped my woman appreciation. These, these things, it doesn't go away.
Right.
These things, these feelings, these it doesn't go. You know how tight y'all know.
Was there.
So I'm saying, she was the first lady of high power. That those feelings don't go away. You don't just forget about something that and just move on. So that is exactly how I felt. That's how I feel that record. That's like the tone of my life right now. But we still have work to do. You feel what I'm saying? We still have work to do. We got to get up and keep going. I know she's watching.
Oh yeah.
You feel me? So
Who was on the end of Wifey and Wi-Fi? It was rapping in
that shit was hard.
Who the fuck was that?
That shit was hard. They was they was doing
that sugar free shit.
That was the homie. Yeah, that was
banging on the table.
Yeah, that was the homie Baby Rome from the hood, man.
Shout out to Rome.
Shout out to Rome, man.
Bro, that shit was hard, bro.
Hold your head. He in there doing his thing, doing his time right now. Hold your head, man. You feel me? We gonna hold it down.
Absolutely.
Youngin from Delamo with a belt by Ferragamo.
Hello. Man.
Hey.
So are there any expectations that you have once you release, like when you release a body of work? Do you just kind of just put it out there and hope people get it, hope people don't get it, up for the conversation? Or what's your thoughts when you actually put shit out?
Well, no, we kind of come to we got to come to a, oh yeah, they gonna love this. Oh yeah, they gonna
fuck with this
oh
shit.
They gonna love this. You gotta have that before it goes out for sure.
Gotcha.
It's not let's just see what they say. It's got to be like, oh no, this is crazy.
The only reason why I say that is because again, the way the audience now, sometimes it's more of a simplistic way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they just go for the beat or just go for just the
But that's why we here. It's been like that since the jump. Head just told you we've been homies,
right.
and he gonna support me regardless. But he just told you himself he couldn't quite.
Wasn't tapped in.
He wasn't quite tapped in. You feel what I'm saying? Because he was catering to another audience.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I had to stay true to that in hopes that he would eventually come around.
Right.
If I tried to conform and to do what he wanted and to cater to him instead of bringing him to me, I don't think none of us would be sitting right here probably.
Yeah, low key.
Type, you know what I'm saying?
Because we would have did the same thing.
Y'all would have started trying to probably conform too. Like, let's just do it. Let's just give them what they want.
Exactly.
So, you have to stand, this hip hop. You stand firm in your distinction, keep your fingerprint. I'm not dumbing it down.
Yeah.
It's only gonna get more. It's only gonna get wittier.
So my aim is to. It's like, okay, you can listen and say I'm going over your head. Okay, my goal is like, bro, you should feel like you should know this. I want to make you feel like, what did that nigga just say?
Right.
What? He was just talking about the hood. He was just talking about the ball main. He just had the ball mains on. He talking about, what is that? Hey, I'm trying to get the mind to move. You know what I'm saying? It's so vast.
Yeah.
We only use such a small portion of it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, YMF, man.
Yeah, and that's what the fuck, man. I'm gonna get that shit, dude.
You gonna Google it? Is that what you about to say? You can't Google that.
No, I ain't gonna Google the shit, but I'm just saying.
Right. It's probably on there now. It's for sure. It's probably on there now.
Oh, you about to get murdered on the internet.
Right.
The slander is real for Chuck Dizzle.
Dog, man.
Right.
Any tour set up? Anything that the fans can look for?
Oh man, that's what he doing right now. Look at, you know what I'm saying.
You send them the tour? Where's the first date, Red One?
You feel me?
Just
send that check. He just waiting on that check.
What's the first date?
Come on, give me
He
something.
waiting on that check.
No, what's the first date, Red? Come on, man.
They ain't sent the check.
Top,
they ain't sent the check.
Top, what's the first date, bro?
Then he got to send a check to Top. Leave him out of this, dog. Real talk. But no, we coming, man. We going everywhere.
Do What Thou Wilt, man.
We're going to take this thing on the road, man. Look for us.
We always ask this, man.
DJ Head on the tours.
Yeah.
Man, why not?
I'll just go ahead.
Hey, shit.
Hey,
Flush.
Shit.
Shout out to shout out to my man, little T1, man, on the ones and twos, man. He holding
Shout out to T1. I fuck with T1, man.
Yeah.
The year can't end without Ab-Soul doing what? Let's we're 2017 with it now. The year can't end. We're fresh with a new year, man.
A year from today.
Any goals that you got
within
out there?
365 days? What has to happen?
We ain't talked about this, Lil Riley.
You said not yet, huh?
Tibet. You trying to go to Tibet for the year? No, for the year's over. No, we ain't gonna make it, Lil
Well,
Freddie.
No, a year from today.
Oh, a year from today. Oh yeah, we going to Tibet.
Tibet.
Yeah.
Tibet is where
Why Tibet?
Because we just need to, you know what I'm saying? We need to be clean in mind, body, and spirit.
Hey.
And we need to just, you feel me? Yeah, we need to go get right. You know, I'm the shaman rhyming.
Hey.
You feel me? We got to practice what we preach. You feel me?
How much was traveling shaped into the music as well? Like, you know,
you got to see the world, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, I was like bi-coastal. I was living in New York with my shorty in the Bronx. I got to go to the origin of hip hop, KRS-2. You dig? And that was a great experience, man. Shout out to, you know, NYC, man. You can make, God bless those people. Yeah. You can make it there. You can make it anywhere. Jesus.
Oh, I know.
For sure. So, that, you know, I think that humbled me a lot. You know what I'm saying? It made me appreciate everything that we got to look forward to, for real. You know, made me more of a responsible adult, you know, getting away from the nest and, you know, doing it like that.
That's wild, man. I mean, it's again, as I'm talking to you, I'm just thinking of being in the fucking van, man. Motherfuckers leaving you in the van, going to the club.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like all that shit to just
y'all wasn't in the J-Rock. Y'all wasn't in the J-Rock van.
In the J-Rock van?
You know.
Wow.
Real talk. We've been through the mud for this, so you got to know this. You know, this long term concept is real. Yeah, it's real.
Have you gotten a response back? And we'll end with this. Have you gotten a response back from Jay Electronica?
No.
Do you guys have that open communication where?
Nah, I know he laughing right now though. That's funny. I know why he said what he said. Trust me, and we'll keep that between the gods.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The gods move in silence.
Is there anything else you want your folks to know, man, while we keeping it homegrown, bro?
Man, love is the law. Love is the only law. That's it. That's all I want you to take. If you don't take nothing else, man, even I don't care if you don't cop my album. Just know that it's love. And that's the only law. Do What Thou Wilt. It's out now. Go get it.
Solo Holder Prophet. Chuck Giggle, DJ Head.
Carson's in the building.
Carson is in the house.